What is going on, guys? This is Spade, and right at the beginning of this little clip that you're going to see is going to be that S13 that's swapped with the RB25 DET Skyline motor. I want to take the time to go ahead and apologize if there is any static background going on in this microphone. I'm not sure what's causing it, but all of a sudden now my microphone is having some static in the back. If I don't sound as good as normal, I apologize for that too, because I'm running like audio cancellation, noise suppression, and stuff like that on the microphone. I'm running filters on it just to try to cut back on it, because I'm getting a lot of electrical feedback going on, and I'm not sure why. But those clips you saw at the beginning of this video are what's going on with the car right now. There's a little brake tick that's happening from the rear axle of the car, most notably from the rear passenger. And it did go away right after that recording, but that is something that I did notice, so I made a video of it and I threw it in here. One of the things that one of my buddies told me is it's probably the brake, the parking shoes not fully releasing and having to get pressure to pull them off, because after I did that for about a solid 5-10 minutes, it quit doing it. But another thing that's been happening is, again, you could probably hear it in those clips as well. Actually, I know you can. Is a really loud whine going on from that rear passenger section as well. I'm not sure what that's coming from. If I'm only hearing it from that section of the car because there's less engine noise coming from that area of the car, but it's a loud whine, very audible. So I know I'm not going nuts, because literally you could walk around my entire car, but when you get to that one point on the passenger side, you could hear it. Also, there's a couple of pictures I'm going to put in here that I have been meaning to put in the videos, but I've been forgetting, and that's going to be of the tires. From when I bought the car, it was super cambered out, and it had new tires. We're going to go with air quotes on that. It had new tires. And what's going on with those is, from them being cambered out, they wore out the inside of the tires to the point where they started to split, even though the actual tread on the tires themselves are measuring 9/32, which is still really good in terms of a tire. A lot of life left on them, except for right on the inside edge. Wore them down past the secondary rubber, tires started to split. And then also the rear driver's side tire was bald from burnouts, which I've already showed that picture to you guys in a video before. So what I decided to do, I decided to grab a pair of Firestone Indy 500 tires, which were like a step below the SO4 pole positions, the Bridgestone Potenza SO4 pole positions that I was running on my blue E46. And the reason why I decided to go Indy 500 instead of pole positions is, like I mentioned in the other video, was financials. I just didn't have the extra scratch to throw at the better tires currently. So it was an opportunity for me to see what kind of tires these were, how good they handled, how sticky they were, anything like that. And so far I've been pleasantly impressed. But considering I have a major loss of power going on right now, I'm not sure what's really the bigger problem. But after contacting a few people and discussing the issues at hand with my car, there is a good possibility that I really need to change out the transmission fluid and filter. As confirmed by the previous owner, it has never been done. But one of the problems with this car is the transmission temperature sensor is bad, and I was trying to wait and do all of that at once, because to replace the transmission temperature sensor, which is a fluid temperature sensor, you have to drain the fluid and remove the filter and replace all of it. So I really wasn't looking to do it twice in a given period of time. I'm sorry, guys. I was trying to basically get the part and do the fluid exchange, everything all at once, but it just hasn't worked out that way for me. Even after the car has been running funny and seeming kind of iffy, I even scanned the car for codes with my code scan machine. I'm not getting any codes that I'm not aware of. I do have one code thrown, and that's for an evap leak, and I know exactly where that is. The fuel tank vent tube is actually ripped off the car from being so low, it just popped that fucker right off. So there is a few issues at hand. The engine is running really loud, kind of sounds like a diesel engine, which is another one of those clips at the beginning that you heard. I'm not sure what's going on, but in regards to that, one of the other guys that I know that, again, all he does is works on BMWs, he's like, that's kind of normal and kind of not. It sounds like there's a potential timing guide failure coming in hot. And on the other side of it, it's just injector tick, because the solenoids on the injectors on this engine are extremely noisy. And even if you look around on the internet, it even says that the 4.4 liter V8 in this particular BMW is one of the noisiest engines ever made. But if it does happen to where the engine fails, I'm not going to be repairing this engine. I'll be putting a different engine in it, and it's most likely not going to be a BMW one. If this engine fails, I'm probably just going to do a 6-speed conversion and swap in LS. Oh, man, sorry. I went to bed at like 7 in the morning and woke up at like 2 in the morning. Or I went to bed at 7 at night and woke up at like 2 in the morning. But I would most likely do a 6-speed conversion and convert the car to an LS swap version of a car, probably an LS2 or LS3 with an LS6 cam. But there's a couple of things I've already got planned on doing if this stuff fails, if the car fails. But we'll all figure it out when we get there. I'm not sure how it's going to go, but it is what it is. And I appreciate everyone for coming along with me for the ride. And we'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.